Alright guys, welcome back to more FIFA 06 today. To start off with, we're just going to have a look at some of the transfers that broke down. So we had Benayoun, we had Kerlon and Anderson. Now, the thing about Benayoun and Anderson in particular is they don't think our club is prestigious enough. So screw you. However, Kerlon, Cruzeiro, the team that he plays for, wanted to see more money on the table for him. So going to negotiate that. We've got one bid left, so I'm not sure if this counts as our bid or not. So I'm going to up this to... we'll up it to that, and then we'll up his salary just a little bit too. Yeah, that'll do, and then we'll see what comes back with that. Now, just coming back to the transfer market, as you can see there, we have no bids remaining. We had one bid remaining, but we've resubmitted for Kerlon, in which case we have no bids remaining now. So yeah, so if you go back in for a player, that counts as one of your bids. One little thing I just want to say as well, just before we get into today's match against West Ham, the EA tracks on the game, if you press in, I'm using an Xbox here, if you press in the right analog stick, so the, if you're playing like a PlayStation, it's like R3 button, it changes the track. As you can see, I changed it. I could press it again, I can change it again, I can change it at will, and so forth. So yeah, that's just something little that I wanted to just to show off there. Also, the match time is going back up to 6 minutes as well, guys, so that's just something else as well. Alright guys, so we're still in week 1, but this is the second game of the season, and yeah, in the last game we apparently won, so that was amazing. Not, so yeah. Yeah, we didn't win the last game, and so, whatever game, whatever, just trying to tease us. We're playing against Benayoun today. He's actually starting for West Ham. We couldn't sign him because apparently we're not good enough. We're not good enough for him, guys. So let's try and give West Ham a good kick in today if we can. I'm going with the 4-3-3, which is, I think that's like the sort of default formation for Bolton. I think, because I don't. I think, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I'm going with that, and you know what, we're just gonna, we've got longer game time now, so hopefully there'll be more highlights, there'll be more goal action, and things will be a little bit better in this one, guys. So yeah, let's get going, and let's see if we can actually score some goals today. Here's Vazte, he's got the ball, he's going to lose it. So I'm going to set to wing play counter attack, and apparently there's pressing as well, which I think is PR there. So I'm going to select that, and if you're wondering how to select pressing, hold down the sort of like the left. On the PlayStation it'd be like L1 or L2, something like that. On Xbox, the left sort of button, like trigger button kind of thing. And then you press the directional buttons on the D-pad to change that. So yeah, that's just something there to note. And here's Nolan thinking about the shot there. Here's Vazte. Whips in. Vazte. Oh, it's over the bar. Oh, it is a corner actually. He's put it over his own bar. Why would he ever do that? I don't know. And it's in there. It's gone through everyone. Come on. But yeah, I'm hoping for a good game today, because the last one, well, it was okay, nothing bad happened, but nothing good happened either, and it's way over, and that was Gardner, the one who just took the corner as well. There was one or two slight chances, but there wasn't anything too major, and yeah, it wasn't that great overall. So yeah, I think like one of the problems I found was that the game time needed turning up, and I've been thinking about it, guys, and I'm thinking like maybe one game an episode is good, or on 6 minutes, and eventually I'll probably just turn it up to world class. Once I get more comfortable with this game more, because as I've said before, I don't need to explain it again, I am very rusty with this game. So yeah, it's just basically FIFA 2005 2.0. But that's kind of what you could consider it. There's a lot of improvements That's a shot, and that looked like it should have been out of play, but it wasn't, so fine, whatever. And yeah, as you can see there, indicated by the performance meter sort of thing, I'll just call it. We are playing well so far, so that's good. Good. We've been on the attack. We don't want them to score though. That's a good block. So we're just gonna stick with the game plan that you all keep screaming at me. So I'm doing that, and you know, I'm looking for chances at goal. That's the one thing we're not finding so far is chances at goal. Here's Diouf. Set up with counter attack though. You know, it just sort of changed the way the game plays, I suppose. It's Diouf. Oh, he was going to get the shot away. He's going to pick it up. That looked like a back pass actually, but then again, I think he did touch it with his feet first, so I think that's okay anyway. Never mind. Nakata is playing actually as well. I forgot to mention that. I think I took Nolan out, I want to say, and I put him in just for the reason that I don't. Well, just because really, you know. Well, not just because, but also needed a rest. Oh, it's a good header that. 30 minutes played in this one. Oh, Kocha's got to get in there. He's got to cover it. Yeah, I think Kocha's going to need a rest after this game because him and Nolan's stamina were quite. They were quite low-ish. I mean, they were in the green area, but I don't like to play players that are in the sort of the orange area or the red area. That's what she said. But yeah, that's what I'm going with. So here we are. Make the run. That's brilliant. Here's Giannakopoulos. Can he lose him? Oh, he can't. He's not fast enough. We need to be faster. We need to get up there. You know what I mean? If we sit back too much, then we can't get players up there. You know what I mean? We're set to a counter attack, but the problem is, you know what I mean? You're waiting for players. You know what I mean? That wasn't a good pass there. There's not many players up front for us, so I'm not too sure what to do really. It's early days yet, though. There's nothing to worry about at the moment. But yeah, here's Diouf. He's got too many players on him. Here's Nakata. He can't really do much. Oh, maybe he can. Here's Diouf. He's not finding the space. We're not finding the. I mean, we did really struggle to find space there. That was one of the problems. We've had 5 shots though, so it's looking okay. It was kind of way off. But I mean, at least it's an early sort of attempt, which I think is a good thing, really.
Kocha now, moving the ball up the field. They've got it back.
Oh, that's good. But now we need the support. You see what I mean? We need that support. We got Giannakopoulos out wide, which is all right. Going to have to whip it in. There's nobody there to it. That's one of the problems at the moment. There's nobody there to it. I'm feeling like taking counter attack off because I don't feel like it's working for us. So yeah, we'll play wing play, but we're not going to play the counter attack because I don't think that's really working for us, guys. I think that might just change it up a little bit. If we can do that. And there is kind of 1 or 2 skills you can do in this game as well, like not just with the like the right analog stick, but also the left one as well. That does work as well. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but I think was it Nakata? I think he did a bit of a. I wasn't touching the right analog stick, but the left analog stick. I was just kind of running with that, and it was doing a few tricks as well, which is kind of cool. I do like that. But yeah, like, you know, it kind of reminds me of PES 5 in a way, and PES 6, where sometimes you can do tricks just by running with the ball. You know, not just sort of, you know, touching the right analog stick. You know, in my opinion, though, FIFA's always been the better game for doing tricks and stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not just talking about I'm not talking about games like FIFA Street and stuff, but I'm talking, you know, FIFA just in general. And I can't resist the. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone for that. Like sometimes the power bar just fills up way too quickly, and yeah, that took like literally a split second to fill up. That's what she said. But yeah, that's not a good shot. Here's Everington. It's in. Oh, that's it. Get it away. See what I mean? It's just not working. Maybe if I try just counter-attack them, maybe rather than wing play. I don't know, to be honest, guys. You know, I'm still getting a feel for it. It's early. Oh, what a stop that was. I honestly thought that was going to fly in. It's early days yet. But yeah, I don't really want to get into the FIFA versus PES debates because, you know, one has its good things, the other one has its good things. You know, if FIFA and PES ever got together, guys, you know, if Konami and EA got together, they could really make a fantastic football game, but it'll never happen. Unless there's a miracle. Unless there's a miracle one day.
Yanakopoulos gets rid of it quickly.
See, that's just not working. I'm almost thinking, guys. I'm almost thinking. Let's have a look here. I'm thinking of going with this formation instead because I feel like this would work a little bit better. We've got Nakata in there. No, wait, I left Nolan in. Okay, I hadn't really realised that. Gardner's back. We'll just leave that for now. Okocha does kind of need taking off. I'll put Campo in, as I did take Campo out for this one. We'll have Diouf down the middle, Vazquez left. We'll just, you know what I mean, guys. Like I say, a lot of you are going to scream at me, but it's early days yet, and I need to sort of find my way with the game as well. I wouldn't mind finding something that I feel comfortable with. But I feel like the formation we had that one striker up front, where he was sort of in the middle sort of thing. But he was a bit further forward than the other two wide men, and I feel like that's not really working. I think they need to sort of be in line with each other to get better passing. So we'll try that for now.
He's turned him.
In fact, you know what? We'll try the wing play without counter attack for now.
Shot coming in, blocked.
You know, we're using the subs too. And that was a terrible ball, but did you see, I think it was it Vazquez on the left there? I think he was sort of making a run. Could have got it, you know, passed it to him if didn't screw it up there. That's not a good shot. Yes, Galainen's going to overreact to it, because why not? See, this is good. This is what I mean. This is what I was just talking about. Just a sec. Get out my team. Get out of my team, whoever that was. I think it was Vazquez. That was meant to be a ball over. That was meant. That was like the worst ball over I've ever seen in my life. It was Vazquez as well. Like, we're making a counter-attack, everything's sort of looking good, and then, you know, we'll just give it back to West Ham's possession by putting it out of play and giving them a goal kick. Jesus Christ, we need help. Go on, Diouf. Oh, side netting. He did pretty well there. I think it's sort of working for us. We've had 7 shots to their 5. But, yeah. See, our performance meter has actually gone down as well. Because it was 3 at the start of the match, gone down to 2. We're at the 80th minute. Yanakopoulos is going to give it back now. Oh well. Sometimes you do mistime the button though. Like, sometimes you're not expecting to win the ball back. Sometimes you do, and then you end up giving it back to your opposition. Because you sort of pre-press the button not in time, if that makes sense. That's unbelievable, guys. I can't believe that. That's just unlucky. It's just a rebound. It's Ben Ayoun as well. It's Ben Ayoun who scored as well, guys.
It's a wonderful finish in the end. The finish was emphatic. Victory almost within touching distance now.
So
He's emerged with the ball, did well there.
that's just so unlucky. I don't know what to say about that, honestly. That was just awful. See, we know what I mean. We've tried and we've tried and we've tried, and it's just not working. Let's just go back to what we were doing, I suppose. I can't think of it much else. See, that is the better ball in that we were looking for before. That Vazte just put out a play for no reason whatsoever. And that's going to be the full-time whistle, and that's just awful. The man we tried to sign scored against us. We've lost. Yeah, whatever. Unbelievable, guys. I need better tactics because what's I've tried so far isn't working. So we failed to sign Kerlon again, which means we'd have to go back into him again, but I'm not too sure what to do. I'm almost feeling like a 4-4-2 would be better for us, guys. I don't know. What do you think? So, yeah, Premier League standings. Liverpool are top. They've got 100% record so far. Arsenal sit third. Where are Chelsea, actually? Like, holy hell. 13th with the drew one and lost one. Oh, okay. We sit 16th following that, but it could be worse. You know, we could be on 0 points at the moment. You know, this series is not about avoiding relegation. It's about trying to make this team into something and get up there in the league. You know, if we can't finish in the top 4, then try and finish around about 5th to 7th-ish, I would say. But yeah, and there's a few results from that sort of opening. Well, it was kind of an opening day, I suppose, in a way, but 1-1 Manchester City Tottenham. You actually have to select them as well to see what the results are, which is kind of annoying. Instead of saying versus, it could just tell you the result, but I guess not. Liverpool won 2-0 against Wigan. Everton 1-0 against Portsmouth. Man U 1-0 against Fulham. Newcastle beat Birmingham 1-0, 1-1. Not too many exciting results. Middlesbrough 2-0 against Blackburn. Charlton 0-0 against West Brom. So yeah, guys. And that will pretty much do it for this episode. We've still got 2 games in August with the transfer window still open. But again, guys, I need to know what players are out there and who I should sign. You know, I can look myself, but I don't have all the time in the world to look at every individual player. That's the thing. I can only sort of look at, you know, maybe I should just stick with players that are up for transfer or something and explore that in the next episode. So, yeah, guys, we'll just leave it there. Early days yet, so still no signings. Not so good result today. We haven't had a win yet, but things will get better, and they will get better. Not hopefully, they will. So yeah, we'll just leave it as that. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and share as always. I'll see you next time when we take on Everton at home as well. Oh, and Liverpool have already beaten Chelsea 1-0. Okay. And Arsenal have beaten Manchester United 3-2. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you then.